Greetings, everyone. Hopefully, my mic is my mic even on? Yes, it is. Amazing. Sorry for streaming, I guess, later than normal Friday night. Brago decided to stream, and yesterday I was too tired to stream after playing video games with my IRL friends, which I have. They exist. Hey, Demi. Hey, Bryce. My boy, Abdel. Hey, Tesla. Harvesting berries now becoming a regular. Let's go. Oh, Rav, Jesus, it's been a while since I've seen you. You are still sleeping, I see. I love sleep. Viz 10 out of 10 as per usual. Cross counter, my boy. What am I playing currently? I am playing a Dark Souls 1 with my brother. And I am playing Smite. Ooh, Jacko. Clans Junior as well. So what are we doing today? I guess what we would expect to be the regular, which is I'll give you guys some thoughts on what I thought about the chapter because some people are interested in that. And we'll just kind of go back and forth until I feel like the chat's winded down a little bit, and then we will end the stream. Viz translations whack this week. Yeah, in terms of prose. One of the issues with Viz translations is that their dialogue in prose is completely ridiculous and does not fit like the characters that they're writing for. Although Viz translations have never been great in that department, but they've been much more noticeable as of the recent year or so. Is Viz different this time? Different. There's only one difference that I could spot from the chapter, and I don't know if anyone else spotted this, but if you read the scans versus the official makes it seem, even though it's probably not true because it would be ridiculous, but the official tries to fool you more into thinking that Orochi's dead, more so than the scans, by the words that they use. Ooh, PMS, what's up? Thanks, man, coming from Kid. Yeah, that one is weird. Uh-oh, a big one's coming from Zoro, or that's a bad one. Not very good. Is this the best chapter on Wano? I guess that would betray what I thought of the chapter, right? Well, probably not surprising, but overall, I believe this chapter was poorly written. Not as bad as previous chapters, but I don't think it was good. There's never a point in time when Big Mom isn't worth making fun of JK. There will always be a point in time. How has my week been? Yo, Shiro, thank you for asking. My week's been good. Um, Solidified in getting a new job. Yes, another one. So I will be moving back to a job that I actually already had, but I'm deciding to go back. Am I hyped for Kobe versus Boa? No. No. The only feeling that I have when it comes to Kobe versus Boa is fear, trepidation, anxiety. I don't see, especially considering that Oda is the person writing, I have a hard time believing in any good outcome for Kobe versus Boa for the story. Is it still a knock job? Yes, it's a knock job. And actually, to expand upon that, the reason I took this job or am going back to a job is it's going to allow me to focus more on my channel. So I'm going to try and put more effort within the next coming months. My new job starts next month. Oops, excuse me. So I hope to be putting in a lot more work. Are there any alright parts of the chapter for you? Yeah, I would say so. I'll go over it whenever I go over the chapter. I'll do it from beginning to end, and I'll try and break down what my thoughts were. Dritz, do you expect Luffy to get back up next chapter completely fine? Yeah, that's what I expect. Realistically, should Luffy be very, 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 very hurt? Yes, but this is One Piece. I'm sure Luffy's fine, or he somehow managed to avoid it. I'm sure something happened. Thank you for answering. No problem. So the king is back. Well, I'm hoping to quote unquote put out more content. I'm not sure about the king being back because it's not like I'm going to be making a lot more One Piece. I'm not going to be making One Piece reviews or things of that nature. But this will allow me to increase the rate at which I put out the big video. Because this job that I'm going back to is perfect for what I want to do for the future. Because I want to make my channel into something that's bigger, along with like Twitch and whatever, stuff like that. I want to make that into a bigger part because I actually enjoy doing it whenever I do get the videos out. And this job will allow me to do that because there's lots of downtime. So without further ado, I'll just start from the beginning of the chapter and just talk about things that I noticed, and we'll reach the end. There's not like the chapter doesn't have a whole lot of stuff in it. It feels short because there's only a few scenes, which is actually one of the things I can say is good when it comes to this chapter compared to much of Wano in general, is that there are only a couple scenes in this chapter, and a lot of Wano chapters, the scene transitions can be upwards to 5, 6, or even 7 times in one chapter. But let's start from the beginning. So we have everyone is inside Onigashima, inside the mansion, and the scabbards run into Orochi and Fukurokoju, just because they found them. And then Fukurokoju says some weird dialogue where he tells the audience slash the scabbards that like Orochi technically died once. But then Orochi transforms and he tries to attack the scabbards just because he's overconfident. And the scabbards cut off what seems to be all of his heads quite easily, so it's a negative. And to be honest, depending upon where the future goes, I don't like the fact that the scabbards did this, because in the future, because I'm assuming that this is not Orochi dying here, because if Orochi dies here, this is even worse than any of the deaths that we could have imagined for Orochi if he dies right here. But assuming that Orochi isn't dead and he gets up and waddles off again somewhere else, and if there is a conclusion to the Hiyori plot point, where Hiyori is supposed to be one getting the revenge on Orochi, and let's say she uses the mythological sword, Odin's other sword. I forget what it calls I forget what it is. But it's the mythological sword that defeated Orochi. Having other people easily behead him and then like Hiyori get this pity kill over him, it doesn't do well for the lore of the sword. when it comes to the Yamato no Orochi. But whatever, I digress. There's much worse things that happened in this chapter when it comes to Orochi stuff, and that is Raizo staying behind for no reason to fight Fukurokoju because Oda is basically just plotting up the chapter. So this is the exact same thing that happened in the previous chapter with Jack. Jack came to quote-unquote confront all of the scabbards because he thought that no one else could handle them that was around, that wasn't Queen or King. He didn't think the Flying Six could handle it. Jack came down to confront all of them in their weakened state. Jack let all of the scabbards walk past him to singularly fight Inuarashi. The scabbards all could have ganged up on Jack at once and easily defeated him, considering that we know that Jack's really on their level. And now in this chapter, for even less character reason than Jack confronting the scabbards, all of the scabbards walk past Fukurokoju, but Raizo stays behind for no reason. Fukurokoju wasn't even blocking their path. He was not getting in their way. Honestly, they were just there. Orochi picked a fight, and then he got decimated. But then Fukurokoju just sitting there, and the scabbards are supposed to be going somewhere, but Raizo stays behind because of some quote-unquote beef he has with Fukurokoju, which nobody cares about because Raizo isn't a character, and neither is Fukurokoju. And this is just another thing we'll probably see in the next chapter, that Oda's going to split up the scabbards one chapter by another chapter because Oda's ability to write the story is pretty low. So the scabbards will likely continue to be separated until there's only like one or two left to get to wherever they're supposed to go. And they could have all easily ganged up and beat Fukurokoju, but they're moving on because blah, blah, blah. It's very lazy. See, this is something that actually could have had payoff in a better written series. If Fukurokoju and Raizo had a character, and there was actually something there for like a rivalry between them, if the Odin flashback had explored anything concerning these characters, then maybe that they could have found a way to fight each other where it was actually necessary. This is just an unnecessary fight that Oda's throwing in there just because he's like, well, they gotta fight, so we're doing it. And then we get to the rooftop. Compared to the scabbards, I suppose, the rooftop for the beginning portion is better than the scabbards. Because there are parts of it that could have been better if there was a bit more expansion upon it. But before we get to the attack that the owner of Enma blocks, let's talk about something that I saw people talking about before as if it was good. People were saying, man, this makes so much more sense now that Law explained it. And what people were talking about was the fact that, well, why isn't Law moving Kaido and Big Mom? And Law says, that's because their Haki is so strong, it's impossible to move them. This is not really a good answer, in my opinion, because there's no explanation really for it that fits in with the story. Like in Hunter x Hunter, this would make more sense compared to One Piece. Law can't move Kaido and Big Mom because their Haki's too strong. Do they have their Haki activated 100% of the time? Can we not tell that that's the case? There's no point in time where they don't have their Haki activated. Is it a passive Haki activation? What's going on? Is this Nen? Like, what's happening with this? Oda's just nerfing Law and not expanding upon why he can't do anything, because that would make the fight more difficult to draw. Like, this has an easier explanation than what Oda's really giving. I hope to see this in the future, but not a fan of that explanation. But I do... Because then it goes back to the conversation of, this is still talking about Law, is, well, if Law can move Luffy, we memed about this in the Brago reaction, where it's like, whenever Luffy gets moved by Law, what happens there is there's some passive interaction where Luffy has to allow that to occur. Like there's no back and forth here. It's really just a messed up thing that you're just supposed to go with. And that's one of the issues when it comes to Law's Devil Fruit, is that it's so hacks that Oda kind of has to throw stuff in there to make the fight, to not spend so much time fleshing out the fight. And the question is, if the Yonko have passive Haki activated all of the time, do they never run out of Haki? Is their Haki infinite? Do they create more Haki than they use? Is it like a mana system? These things could use a little bit more fleshing out, but whatever. Whatever. It's not the worst thing in the world. To be honest, if Oda hadn't really even brought that up, I feel like most people wouldn't even be talking about it. Because I feel like more people are noticing now that Oda tried to make that a thing. But I digress. Big Mom and Kaido have a combination attack where they both swing their club/sword, and they used Conquest of the Sea when it, according to the Viz. I'm not sure what the what was the scans again? I forget. But Conquest of the Sea, a giant attack, which Zoro blocks for. It seems like he blocks it for a little bit and then diverts it. And I know there's been discussion when it comes to this, whether or not people are okay with Zoro doing this compared to a lot of the other things that have actually happened in the story. I'm more okay with this than the things I've already complained about. Although I would have preferred it if Oda had went about it in a better way. Because I don't think it really... See, this is one of those times where I'm not going to hold Oda's drawing ability against him, but I feel like this could have looked a lot better. But it is what it is. Zoro blocks the attack. I just wish he would have like done an attack. All he did was like put his swords in front and then whatever. He blocked it. He got really, really hurt. I'm okay with that. I think a lot of people also could have done that as well. I don't think there was anything special about it. It's a feat. One that I think many of those other Supernova could have done if they had really wanted to. But I just wish it was done better. Also, ironically enough, in this situation, Law could have actually transported all of those people out in an instant with his ability, instead of Zoro having to block it. But Zoro needed his moment. I don't know. It's... See, there's one underlying issue with everything that's Zoro related that has to be an asterisk next to it, which is Zoro's power level and Zoro's writing in the post-time skip is so awful and so bad that anytime Zoro does anything, you basically have to chalk that up to, well, Oda just doesn't care, so it's happening. He needed time. Law didn't need time when Dofi was about to kill Sanji. But there's one thing actually here that I'm not sure what's, as far as time goes. Does Luffy have his Haki yet, or no? Luffy uses like the Red Hawk, but it's without armored Haki. Is Luffy capable of using Haki now, or is he still stuck in the Gear 4 stuff where he's Hakiless and he's throwing a regular punch at Kaido? I don't know. Does anyone know? Has that been off-screened? Was Luffy's hockeyless time off-screened? Does he have hockey? I can't tell. His hockey is back? Okay, well then that's something we have to talk about. He blocked Kaido? Okay, cool. So he blocked Kaido with hockey. So here is something that I want to talk about. Luffy has his hockey back, which means that the 10 minutes that he didn't have hockey was already off-screened. I am not okay with that, personally. The fact that Luffy was in his weakest state, and as soon as Luffy got put into his weakest state, Kaido went hybrid, and then proceeded to do nothing for 10 minutes so that Luffy could get his hockey back, is kind of like anticlimactic. Like, why have Kaido enter hybrid form as Luffy exits out of Gear 4th if nothing happened? Because no one else seems more beat up. Like, what was the point? And now Luffy's back. Are we already? Am I to expect that Kaido went hybrid and then just stood there as like the everyone just basically did nothing? It's so how convenient. Man, this fight has been so bad. Also, something that seems to be apparent through the fight is... Okay, so whenever Kaido enters his hybrid form and Luffy tries to Red Hawk him, with no hockey, it's just a regular Red Hawk from the looks of it. It's just Gomu Gomu no Red Hawk, it looks like. Doesn't seem like it's anything special. Maybe it's Red Rock. It's kind of impossible to tell. But whenever he does Red Rock / Red Hawk, Kaido dodges it, and then Luffy says, like, did you dodge that, Kaido, because it was going to hurt? Kaido didn't really care about getting hurt before, but now he kind of does, even in his powered-up state. Alright. One thing I will say, though, is that I like the art around Kaido's hybrid form in this chapter. It looked better than his lackluster panel from last week, which was to be expected. Oda just didn't do a really good job on the spread. But the hybrid form looks better in terms of aesthetic this chapter. Like when he opens his mouth, that actually gave me a lot of Rave Master vibes when Kaido opened his mouth with the beam. So then Kaido uses the Three Worlds Ragnarok against Luffy. We'll figure out what happens with that. I don't really want to comment on that. I don't really care. If Luffy gets hit, we'll see. If Luffy avoided it, we'll talk about it later. Right now, there's really nothing else to say other than we have to wait and see what the result of that was. From the looks of it, in the panel, Luffy does get hit by it, but we'll see what happens. By all logic, Luffy should be severely injured. Like, there's nothing that he should be able to defend himself against. Especially because in the previous panel, he tried to block Kaido's regular club swing, and his arms were hurting from blocking with hardening. So a named attack, you imagine, even if he blocked with hardening, this should kind of fuck Luffy up, but we'll see. So this was like the okay part of the chapter for me, where like I didn't mind it as much. Like I thought it was fine, which was the Luffy versus Kaido section and asterisk Zoro blocking the attack. So now we get to the other bad part of the chapter, in my opinion, which is the Big Mom stuff. When people talk about this section, they like it because the supernovas are teaming up, quote unquote, but it's still stupid because Big Mom doesn't do anything. Big Mom gets Zeus plopped up away from her by Law's ability, okay, and then Zoro and Killer speed blitz Big Mom cut Napoleon, and Killer takes the weapon that Big Mom had in her fucking hand out of her hand. And then Big Mom falls to the ground and goes, Gah! Big Mom gets speed blitzed so often that she was able to fight on par with Kaido for like 24 hours in hand-to-hand combat. It's so weird. It's so weird. And then she gets pushed off of the map by Repel. And then she starts falling into the ocean. Idea versus execution. It is very hard to look at this scene and think of it as anything other than Big Mom just looking stupid, rather than the supernovas coming up with something great and executing it very well. All this does is make Big Mom look stupid. And Big Mom has looked stupid for more screen time than she's looked good. Now, what matters about this more so than anything else is what's the result of this? Big Mom gets clowned on again, just like she's been getting clowned on for a long time because Oda does not like Big Mom. But what happens to Big Mom will determine how bad this really is. Because at this point, it's reaching what I said about the Odin stuff and the Conjuro stuff. I have a very hard time seeing any positive outcome from this Big Mom stuff. Any positive outcome. And I'll explain why. So on one hand, there are some people who are saying that Big Mom is going to be gone from the fight for good, and she will not come back before its end. That's not good, because if that was the case, Big Mom never needed to be in the fight to begin with, because she basically didn't do anything anyway. Only to be knocked off of the roof in a bad way and to then never come back, just so that the supernovas could then focus on Kaido. Not good. A second possibility is that Big Mom somehow survives this from plot convenience, falls on the Big Mom pirate ship to make a meme out of them again, or something like that. Or the worst scenario, which is Big Mom falls into the sea. She'll get rescued because she's not going to die by falling into the water. We know that's not an option. If Big Mom gets amnesia again, oh my god, that would be so bad. And I often bring up the Big Mom amnesia stuff because it's going to happen again. There's no way it's not going to happen. And this is something that people just seem to refuse to acknowledge, which is the amnesia that happened for Udon was not a one-time thing. It didn't happen for the sole purpose of getting Luffy out of Udon. That makes no sense from a writing perspective. As a writer, you would never have Big Mom get amnesia just to get Luffy out of Udon, because Udon wasn't even that bad of a place. The amnesia is set up again. It's going to happen again. We just don't know when. Is it going to be in Wano? Is it going to be in an arc afterwards? I don't know. But I guarantee you this. It's going to happen again. And it's going to happen sooner or later. It was not a one-time thing. If Big Mom falls into the ocean and gets amnesia, then we know that the worst possible outcome for this arc is going to happen. Probably. But hopefully God, it does not happen. It can't be a one-time thing, Joker. Why would you write Big Mom getting amnesia to bring her to Udon? Why would you have Big Mom get amnesia, have her meet Tama and fucking Chopper, and then for it to never matter again? That doesn't make sense. Also, I had $5 from George Valdez. This doesn't make the Novas look good. It makes the Emperors look awful. They are so incompetent. Well, there you go. So overall, Big Mom getting memed on again. It's not new. It's something that's happened a long time. But just like all of the other times it's happened, I don't think it's something that the readers should accept just because. It's not good. But on the other hand, I think it's better to be on the rooftop than in the dreaded despair that is anything not the rooftop in Wano. Because at least here there are some characters that we like to see stuff happen with. Anything that isn't the rooftop is, oh man, Yamato, Scabbards. Oof. Donatello, $5. Do you think it's possible Kaido will change form, fly, and save Big Mom, maybe giving the group a couple panels to discuss? Well, that's possible, yeah. I mean, it's either Big Mom falls and gets saved on her way down, or whenever she lands, or Kaido, like, uses some clouds to grab Big Mom or something, right? And if she gets saved, then... okay. Oh my gosh. You know, oh no. Oh no. I just thought of something. Oh no. No way. Okay. So I hope this doesn't happen, but oh my god, if this is the manner in which this happens. So you know how when Nami was talking to Usopp arbitrarily on back of whatever Thomas' little lion thingy is? How she's saying, I need a bigger lightning bolt? What if Kid throws the trapped box of Zeus into Onigashima down the lower floors, and Nami just happens to find it and open it, and then grab Zeus? Oh my fucking god! Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh, $5 from Sausage Lord. Can't wait for her to get amnesia so the One Piece grift tubers can explain it away. Love you, Dritskun. Yo, thanks for the $5, Sausage Lord. I appreciate it. Oh, you know what's gonna be funny too? Is that like the box that like Kid has, it's going to have like a lock on it that only Nami can unlock because she's, a thief. Oh man. The Hawk explanation in One Piece is like the Nanomachine's son in the Metal Gear Solid series. Oh my. Oh, Cross. Oh, I could no. Here's the thing: when Big Mom's amnesia acts up again, I would not be surprised. Big Mom gets amnesia and then she remembers that, oh, I was friends with Tama and the Tanuki. I'm going to go help them because they're fighting. And then Big Mom joins the fray, helping the Straw Hats beat all the fodder, and she somehow finds her way back onto the rooftop. Worst case scenario is that Big Mom is used to nerf Kaido. That's the worst, well, one of the worst case scenarios. There's probably worse things I could think of if I gave enough time, but that's one of them. Yo, thank you for that $10, Zymon. Yo, Sen Eto. You want a quick summary of the chapter? Okay, quick summary. Uh, the scabbard stuff with Orochi, awful. Zoro blocking 2 attacks from a Yonko, not. It makes Zoro look cool, but we still run into the same Zoro problems that we've run into for a long time, which is Oda's willingness to not let us know anything about Zoro's current power level and stuff like that. Plus, the Zoro didn't do anything special, but he got hurt, so there's kind of a trade-off to it. I don't think the hockey explanation from Law makes any sense yet. Big Mom stuff ass. Luffy versus Kaido, okay. Did Kid impress me? Kid. Not really? No, what? Kid impressed me? No. What about Big Mom's crew, the Big Mom Pirates? I joked about this in Brago's stream, but I would not be surprised if this happened. The Big Mom Pirates, because we're somewhere near the capital now, will probably be near the ocean because Law even said the ocean's beneath us, so there's still the water there. I would not be surprised if the Big Mom Pirates got away from the waterfall, sailed somewhere else, and Big Mom is going to coincidentally, so she doesn't die, land on top of her ship, and it's going to fuck her crew up. I would not be surprised if that happened. You don't like how Oda has handled Zoro? No, I don't like how Oda has handled Zoro for the entirety of the post-time skip. This is no different. Just because Zoro is supposed to look cool because of power scaling stuff doesn't mean I like the writing behind it. I think Zoro's writing has been incredibly lazy and actually detrimental to his character rather than helpful. Do I think Orochi's death will be the running gag of the arc until he gets redemption? Running gag. Well, it's not. It's not a gag yet, but I understand what you're saying. It could be. It could be. I think the Law hockey thing will slowly get revealed with the complete, thorough explanation with Vegapunk. Why do we have to wait for Vegapunk for explanations that should be occurring in the present time? I think that's kind of like weird. Hey, Dritz, do you think that One Piece ending will be as bad or worse as the Bleach ending or Naruto? Because I think that might happen because Oda's writing is not good, how it used to be. Anything's possible. It's not a good sign because I think compared to both of those series, One Piece has had a much more steep decline over a longer period of time. It's possible. It's not within my expectation, but it's possible. Because I mean, the way I see things going is that I think that one of the differences that will be between One Piece and the other big three is that One Piece's decline in quality will have started much earlier compared to Naruto and Bleach and would have been over a much longer period of time. So it's going to be one of those situations where, like, which one's technically quote-unquote worse? So we'll see. What happened with Big Mom's crew? Where is Smoothie? Were they written out of the story? Collins, that happened at the beginning of Wano, man. And it's one of those situations where I hate to say that I told you so, but now it's such a meme that no one's cared, because people cared once upon a time, but now they don't care because their hopes were crushed. The Big Mom Pirates don't matter. Smoothie isn't a character. Smoothie sucks ass. They don't matter. They are just going to keep getting abused and abused until there's nothing left of them. As soon as a Yonko's crew got defeated by water, you knew. I forgot the Big Mom Pirates came to Wano all besides Peril. Yeah. Well, Kenya, there's a reason why. There is a reason why, my friend. Dritz, I think if they fail to defeat Kaido here, it'll be a perfect opportunity for Zoro as a vice captain to emphasize how Sanji going on. No, it's not possible. Zoro, listen, I'm all for you for like there to be better writing, but with the way that the story is currently constructed, they will not fail to defeat Kaido. Look at all of the surrounding plot pieces within the story. The raid is not failing. Look at the past two previous chapters. The Scabbards were quote-unquote defeated by Kaido, none of them were killed, and they're all basically healthy, and now they're going off to do something else, and now each one is being separated from the main pack to have their one-on-one definitive fight. Inuarashi versus Jack. Raizo versus Big Head. All of the characters are getting set up for their fights. A failure is not an option here. It can't happen. Big Mom got sent flying off. Now the fight is isolated. The raid is not failing. Oda has revealed Kaido's hybrid form already. He's revealed some of the people's best abilities. I mean, how can the raid fail? It would go against everything that Oda writes 100% of the time for there to be a failure here. Are there going to be moments where it's like, oh no, is Luffy going to lose? Yes, there will be moments like that. But the entire operation isn't going to fail. Because then how do you set everything up again? It's just not possible. It's not possible. The Straw Hats have their fights. They're gonna get conclusions. Not everyone's going to lose. And you can't just redo it like that. Yo, see you later, Tesla. Yo, what's up, Wale? What if Kid keeps Zeus as a battery and uses him to amplify Kid's powers? Unlikely. I've said this since before. Nami's going to get Zeus back. It's guaranteed. I mean, if Nami doesn't get Zeus back, then there was literally no purpose to having Zeus been taken away from Big Mom outside of the fact that Oda had to nerf Big Mom so that the Strides could get away in Whole Cake Island. Zoro, I understand. Like, this is one of the things that I think people forget, but it's also very, very telling of the current situation. It is natural to want stakes, to want tension, to want drama, to want a good story. And that's why the idea of failure has been pushed by Morge a lot, is that a lot of people recognize that your basic story elements for making Wano the arc it's supposed to be are completely missing. But we are 101 chapters into the arc. It's not possible. It is not possible to do this anymore. It's just what you see. It is that bad. Everything is that bad, and Oda cannot restart the arc 101 chapters in. And you can tell from his writing that he has no intent to do so either. Yo, what's up, Wallace? My day's been good. I mean, I woke up like 3 hours ago, man. But with this writing, would you be surprised if we get a trash tragedy where it doesn't matter in the end and get a redo? I would still be surprised if there was a redo, Gavin, because that would be very, very different from what Oda usually follows in his format. But even if there was a redo, if on the off chance, and I genuinely think it's impossible for the raid to fail, even if the raid failed 110 or 20 chapters into the arc, how do you think the fan base is going to respond if we have to start all over again, essentially? I don't even think it's a good writing decision this late into the story of the arc. Have I talked to Morge recently? No. Me and Morge haven't had our date in a while. Do I think the scabbards are dying one by one? No. No. Ashura Doji is 100% alive. He's not dead. Raizo won't die. Inuarashi won't die. The only scabbard that really has a chance of dying is Kinemon, in my opinion. He's the only one that really has a chance. Everyone else is just kind of there. Wish me a happy birthday. Oh, it's your birthday, Ahmed. Oh, okay. The birthday boy is here. Oh, would you look at that? Dritz, I think it's a tricky subject because all of the Big Mom problems come from Whole Cake Island, and Whole Cake Island is a meh arc, which I think was very unnecessary. Well, the Big Mom issues originated in Whole Cake Island, obviously, because that's where Big Mom was kind of introduced as a character, so you're right in that aspect, Raul. Although things kind of got turned up to 11 within Wano. Will Pedro make his glorious return? I've been memeing the Pedro stuff. I don't know if he's actually dead or alive. And if I'm being outside of memeing, I don't actually expect Pedro to show up. I don't think that's in the cards, but I'm just memeing it into existence. I think he's actually dead, and just one of the most hilarious deaths in One Piece. Yo, Jay-kun. How's Jay been? Do I think Kinemon's fight will be against Hold'em? He does have his wife. Hold'em versus Kinemon? No. No, I don't think so, man. Hold'em? Dritz, the motto of Wano is quantity over quality. I mean, that's true. That is actually true. Me and Morge both on the Henny Cool Brothers. Yeah, me and Morge get along swimmingly, so it would be funny. Pre-time skip Straw Hat ranked, in my opinion. Pre-time skip? Probably Luffy, Nami, Zoro. Luffy, Nami, Zoro. Either Usopp or Robin, one of them. Interchangeable. Chopper. Brooke. Frankie, Sanji. There's no way it's Hold'em. Thoughts on the Greg situation if you haven't already covered it? I am just happy that the One Piece community ran a train on Greg. It's one of the highlights of this week, for sure. What do I think that Yamato will do in Wano because she's been running around the capital forever? To be honest, I don't even care. But what do I think will happen? I don't know. She'll probably help Momonosuke save the day. Something like that. I don't really have high expectations for Yamato at all. hey, 459833. Why are you watching the stream? Don't you have something better to do with your time than watch someone critique the series that you don't want to hear anything but good things for? What did Greg do? Greg said some very ignorant stuff that basically the same thing that Greg's been saying for years at this point, but you know, people finally he just said it in a way that was absolutely retarded. Invite Greg to the stream. Brago. Anime AJ did body him. Do I like Wano? No. Wano is by far, for me, the worst arc in the series, and it's not even close. Dritz, do I like One Piece? Or do you like One Piece, Dritz? Currently, I mean, overall, yes. Current One Piece, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Who is Greg? Greg is a One Piece columnist that works for Shueisha. Worse than Skype and Hook are not possible. Easily worse than them. Easily worse than them. It's not even close. Second worst arc in the series for me would be Whole Cake Island, and I think Wano is much worse than Whole Cake Island. Yes, by far. Yeah, of course. Like, Joe, of course. I think, like, I wouldn't say that if I didn't actually believe it. Wano for me is easily the worst. Easily the worst. And there's no comparison between it and other arcs. Skypiea is the worst? Skypiea? The worst? I'm not really a big Skypiea fan, but I don't think there's any way, any possible way it's the worst. Oh, actually, there's something I actually wanted to show you guys. Let me see here. Someone in my Discord wanted me to share a meme of. Oh, I guess I have to put this on a different window, huh? Ooh. Share a meme they made of Big Mom. It's 2 minutes long, so it won't take too long. So I would appreciate it if you indulge the boy. He made a meme. I guess this is it, right? Yeah. Let me see here. Let me put this over here. Okay, that'll work.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
The heat. No, 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 no. Oh, he tried it.
That is Diego Last Anime Productions in the chat. This is his channel. Nicely done, Diego. Didn't even like? Oh, I'll go ahead and like it. Oh, that somehow got dislikes. Oh, incredible. Haters. Nakey Jakey. Oh, Nakey Jake, that's my man. Is there a link to it? Go to Last Anime Productions channel. It'll be there. Why are we roasting the Viz? Christian, you act like you don't know. You elitist from Australia. Kebab. Mr. Pizza. I'm not sure if you're new to this side of the community, but these aren't opinions that are necessarily, they're not the mainstream because most mainstream is positive, but these are definitely opinions that are shared by more than just me, who is the progenitor of the channel. And maybe I'm the result of a lot of the hate, but this is certainly my opinions. I think Odin's one of the worst characters in the series. I think Wano's the worst arc in the series. But you are more than welcome to like it if that's what you like. There is nothing wrong with that. Add carrot to the garbage bin? Yes. I mean, I don't think carrot's good at all. Can we agree that Big Mom is by far the worst aspect of this arc? Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't even know if I can agree on that. Yo, Shed, okay, my day has been good. It has not been a long day because I woke up a few hours ago, but it's been good, my man. Woke up, read the Viz. Why didn't Big Papa Parasparrow kill Carrot? Because if Carrot died, then that means she couldn't be used in the story in the future. Odin and the Scabbards? Yeah, I would. It's such a close call. Act 2 and Act 3 have been similarly awful. Yes, Fishman Island is better than Wano. There's not much of a debate as far as I'm concerned on that front, and I don't even think Fishman Island's a passable arc, really. I think one of the differences between people who are confused by how bad I think Wano is that they think that if like the stakes of the story are quote unquote greater and that there are more powerful characters involved, that means the arc's better. That is not the case at all. If anything, that's one of the reasons why it's so bad. Aegis, how would you fix this arc? It's impossible to fix this arc. 101 chapters in, it's impossible. You can make the rest of it better, but you can't go back and change the past. What's done is done, as Jinbei would say. What arcs would I call good in the post-time skip? Good. Good. Well, before Wano, I would say Zoe. But Wano is so bad that it's making Zoe worse. So that's actually impressive. I'm not sure where to credit that to Zoe or to Wano. When is Caribou gonna show up in Body Kaido? Good question. I should read JJK. It's in. I plan to read it at some point in time. Just not anytime soon because there are other series that I want to read before it. You need me on Attack on Titan ASAP. That's in the works. After I read Vagabond, I plan to read Attack on Titan. What's it like being the only white dude on Brago streams? Can I even call myself white anymore? Chainsaw Man as well. I promised Morge that I would read Chainsaw Man, so that is also in the works. Would there be a Vagabond stream after you finish it? Oh, I guess this is a good time to talk about this. Oh, let me reply to this comment before I talk about that. Ray, Dritz, you're so clueless. Reading weekly is clouding your experience. Name any arc you consider good you didn't binge read other than a tiny arc like Zoe or Reverie in One Piece. Well, I caught up to One Piece in the middle of Zoe, but I've reread the story numerous times. I didn't go over it once. Like how would I remember details about the arcs if I didn't go back and double check things? As a matter of fact, in my reread of the post time skip, it's even worse than I thought it was. Speaking of the monster video, this will relate back to the Vagabond stuff, which is what I wanted to talk about. When it comes to the monster video, I'm still working on the monster video. Once I finish the monster video, I will read Vagabond on my own time, and then I will make a Vagabond review. I have not finished the monster script, however. Not yet, at least. I've been playing too many video games. But the plan is, for those who are not aware, that once I finish the monster video, I make a video on it. I'm going to be making videos on new mangas that I read. Dritz, did you like the Reverie arc? 903 to 908. I don't really consider it an arc. But did I like the Reverie section? For what we got, yes, I liked it. Although I think that Oda kind of also made it pointless in a way. With how he handled it later by off-screening literally all of the cool stuff. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like when authors, like, Oda did the beginning build-up of the arc, which is everyone getting there, talking to each other with, like the sort of whatever dialogue, and then setting up some cool events, and then skipping everything that was cool that happened in the arc. I don't like that. Off-screening the important stuff in Reverie is not cool for me. So it's like, I liked what we got from the Reverie stuff, but I don't like how Oda handled it. Updates on the big One Piece video. Still working on the script. I have not really made any progress on it in the past week because I've been working on the monster stuff, which is about halfway finished, I would say. Once I finish the monster video, I will go back to working on the One Piece script. And yes, my work ethic is absolute ass. Remember the name. That's actually one of the reasons that I took my old job back, but in a different city. I'm moving to a different city. At my old job working in a knock, I actually got a shit ton of work done. So whenever I go back to that working situation, I will be getting a shit ton more work done on the script. because I'll have nothing else to do because I'll be trapped. It literally forces me to be productive. Have I read Zatch Bell? No, but I remember watching it on Adult Swim / Toonami. Toonami, I think, growing up. I don't remember much from it though. As a vagabond, your only hope since Monster let you down. I am very much looking forward to Pun Pun. That is also on my list to read. I think Pun Pun is a series that I will very, very much enjoy. How did you feel about Godzilla versus Kong? Heard you say the writing was bad. I agree, but the fights were good in my opinion. The fights between Godzilla and Kong were good. The fight with Mecha Godzilla was ass. In terms of how it was written, like even people who know nothing about power scaling know that that fight was kind of some ass cheeks. Overall, Godzilla versus Kong is what I expected. An incompetently written script that has very good CGI, and I like the parts where Godzilla and Kong were fighting. The humans suck ass. Mechagodzilla sucks ass. That could have been a movie in the hands of someone that knew how to write. But it's what I expected. I was not expecting a good movie from Godzilla versus Kong. Who was worse, Yamato or Big Mom? And Big Mom. Don't forget Vinland Saga 2 Drits. That is also on. I mean, I've started Vinland. I'll have to actually reread all of Vinland Saga whenever I do restart it again. But yeah, I'll be reading Vinland. I have a lot of manga that I need to read before I get to JJK in those other series. So yeah, it's a long list. Is JoJo? Yes. For the sake of Sen, JoJo is on my list. Although I have this nagging fear that I am going to dislike JoJo. It's not based on a lot that I know from the story, but just things that I see about it make me think this might not be the series for me. We'll see though. But yes, I will read JoJo. I have not seen the Zack Snyder cut or the original Josh Whedon cut for Justice League, so I don't really have an opinion on it. Do I like any parts of Dressrosa? Yes. Dressrosa, one of the things that makes it better than many of the other post-time skip arcs is that Dressrosa has flashes of brilliance. Really looking forward to your Vagabond review / analysis. I hope you enjoy the journey and you have a great experience. Take your time. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. What's up, Hasser? I think the Star Wars prequels are better than the sequels. It's been a long time since I've seen the prequels. So kind of hard for me to put a frame of reference and compare it to the sequels, which I've seen and I think are awful. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back and rewatch the prequels since the last time I saw that was as a young kid. Exactly like me with Berserk, and that's just one of those things. It's like a preference thing. I think I'm going to have some preference issues with JoJo, but it's something I want to find out for myself. Because I'm not going to judge the series prematurely. I want to go in with an open mind, which is what I want to do with every series that I read, even if I have like suspicions for it. Like I told you guys before that my expectation with JJK is that I'm not going to like it, but I'm going to get rid of those expectations when I go into it and then compare them after I come to my conclusion with those expectations. I want to go in as unbiased as possible because I want to judge the material for what it is. I have read Monster, Abdul, and well, you'll have to find out. Make my own drawings. I got Sun for that. Sun's got me covered. Do I read comics? Nope. Nope. Dritz, you will feel how Araki has grown as a writer over time with each JoJo story. I appreciate his growth a lot. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's probably one of the things that people really like about JoJo's. Nozoki Anna, hentai, huh? Bleach or Naruto or Dragon Ball. Well, the last time I watched Dragon Ball was as a 4 to like 12-year-old, so I don't remember really anything important about the series, so not making the judgment there. Naruto, way over Bleach for me. Not even close. Have I read Mushoku no Tensei or watched? No, but I actually have read part of that story before it got animated like years ago. Smite main, my favorite character in Smite is on her. You ever think about doing a neck to neck? Those were kind of fire. Have I thought about doing other neck to necks? Not. I've thought about doing them once I do the big One Piece video, because as it stands right now, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of variety from the neck to necks. And that's mainly on my part, because it's like, if I do a neck to neck, you guys are basically going to see the same thing over and over again, because like, what do I have to say other than I think the writing's bad? Like, that's kind of repetitive, right? With different people. Post time skip Naruto versus post time skip One Piece, which you prefer? Post time skip Naruto, obviously for me. It's that's a no-brainer. Although, to be fair with this question, Krollo, I plan to reread Naruto, so this is based on what I remember from the story versus my present knowledge of One Piece. As it stands right now, what I know from post-time skip Naruto, I prefer over post-time skip One Piece quite a bit. But once I reread the story, who knows, maybe this will change. Story for my neck-to-neck invitation. I think the neck-to-necks will be a lot more interesting after, in 2027, whenever I finish the One Piece videos. It'll be a much more healthy discussion. Neck-to-neck with Fiji about Vagabond after you finish. Oh, that could be interesting, actually. That could be interesting. It's kind of true, but I just want to see you on more square off since your views on One Piece are complete opposites. You guys would be... mine are more just dates. If I ever recorded them, you guys would absolutely love them. It's one of those things that you guys will never be able to know. Also, you should expect this now if you're on my stream, but I have randomly been hit with the Dritz poop attack, Magellan style. So I am going to find some music to play, and I am going to go take a shit. Let me see, what do I need here? We'll play this.
Roland was a warrior from the land of the midnight sun, with a Thompson gun for hire, fighting to be done. The deal was made in Denmark on a dark and stormy day. So he set out for Biafra to join the bloody fray. Through 66 and 7, they fought the Congo War with their fingers on their triggers, knee deep in gore. Days and nights they battled the Bantu to their knees. They killed to earn their living and to help out the Congolese. Roland the Thompson gunner, Roland the Thompson gunner. His comrades fought beside him, Van Owen and the rest. But of all the Thompson gunners, Roland was the best. So the CIA decided they wanted Roland dead. That son of a bitch Van Owen blew off Roland's head. Roland the headless Thompson gunner, Norway's bravest sons of the score. They can still see his headless body stalking through the night in the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun. In the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun. Roland searched the continent for the man who done him in. He found him in Mombasa in a ballroom drinking gin. Roland aimed his Thompson gun, he didn't say a word, but he blew Van Owen's body from there to Johannesburg. Roland the headless Thompson gunner, Roland the headless Thompson gunner, Roland the headless Thompson gunner. Talking about the man, Roland the headless Thompson gunner. The eternal Thompson gunner, still wandering through the night. Now it's 10 years later, but it still keeps up the fight. In Ireland, in Lebanon, in Palestine, in Berkeley, Patty Hearst heard the burst of Roland's Thompson gun and body.
Well, look at that. I came back literally at the end of the song. Oh my god. By the way, that was Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner by Warren Zevon, for those who do not know. A very good song. Did I wash my hands? Yes. You should know if you've been around here long enough, but I am a fast pooper. Favorite One Piece anime reactor? Uzumaki Khan. Uzumaki Khan. That's the boy. That's the goat. Where the hell is this comment coming from? What is my favorite neck to neck? My favorite. Yeah. We go back and take a look at them. Actually. Do I still have a playlist with these? Oh, that's right. For the next that are still up. I think I privated some of them. This one's so funny. The importance of Eustace Kid. My favorite would probably when I talked. I private this one because this person is no longer in the community, so I was just trying to respect their privacy. But probably my favorite one was talking to Hikari about women in One Piece. I think Shanks and Mihawk. Or Mihawk, rather. Probably my favorite. Yeah, Khan is... He is so heartwarming. He refunded it. Ugh. He reminds me of that wood carver that got really popular on Twitch because of how nice he is. Who? I see you guys are new to the neck to necks. That is an older neck to neck. It was with someone that I've known for years and years, but is not a YouTuber, but someone that I've known from forums. It's a girl that I used to talk to regarding One Piece. Just what did you think about women in One Piece? I can't remember off the top. Well, that may have changed over the couple years, but I mean, it's similar to what you would expect. Just neck to neck with Tekken was abysmal. I don't even remember what we talked about in that neck to neck, man. What is neck to neck? It's a one-on-one discussion between me and someone else about a topic of their choosing. Why not a neck to neck with Khan someday? Well, one, Khan has much more worrying things to talk about in his life because he is going through it right now. Than to talk to me about One Piece, and plus I read the manga, he watches the anime. Tekken talk to you like you were a child and were new to One Piece. I mean, I think that's just what Tekken talk. Actually, I don't know. I don't watch Tekken's content, so I don't know if he talks like that with other people in discussions, but I can't necessarily blame him considering that compared to him, I'm a nobody. Man, that's you can just, it's kind of crazy to think about it because like I'm using you as an example already. Fish mix, what is a neck to neck? It is crazy to think about it that I have subscribers that don't know the material that I used to upload. Man, I'm still getting subscribers somehow. That is absolutely crazy. Oh, that's right. The Taekwondo. Okay, that's my favorite one. The 3-hour one-on-one discussion about commanders versus admirals with Tai. By far my favorite, then. I remember you being disgusted by Cole's opinions on Sanji, but I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Imagine what happens when you actually try. The world will never know. I have privated quite a lot of videos on my channel, actually. So things that you may remember from the past are no longer there. I have privated a lot. I'm actually close to 12. I've gained 7 subscribers in the past month off of doing nothing. Insane. Will there be a ghetto reverie? Yeah. Yeah, there will be a ghetto reverie. I mean, I'm not in charge of them, so I don't think Virgo has any plans of not doing one. You're never alone, pillowcase. Although, let's see how many. I'm going to count how many videos I have privated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 80. Oh, it just keeps going. I have over 100 private videos out of 195 videos. Oh my god, that's a lot. It's probably near 100. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I think I probably have 140 private videos. Probably 140. Why did I private them? I privated them in preparation for when I changed the channel from One Piece to Variety, as it were. And plus, those aren't videos that I'm proud of anymore. I will no longer be a One Piece channel in time. So I'm getting rid of videos that will fuck up my algorithm. Let's see. What is the one I'm looking for here? $5. I remember your videos used to have the Zelda intro. Oh, the Zelda intro. Now that is old. Do you remember when I actually had Dritz from the Legend of Dritz in the intros with Avatar music? I think Legend of Korra music even. Now those were old. What is this? Oh god. Actually, I'm gonna mute this real quick. Hold on. I am never showing this video again, but I just listened to a private video of me parroting "man's not hot," but saying JV's not hot. Joy Boy. 30 seconds that no one will ever see again. Oh my god. Shit. More Berserk videos are in the works. When do you suspect the next Berserk chapter will drop? I expect the end of this month, April. Jits, here is a question for you. Why do people say Boruto is trash when they haven't watched or read the series, when I keep seeing it trending on Twitter and being #1 when manga chapters come out? To be completely honest, Shiro, this comes from the beginning of Boruto, whenever the first 6 chapters came out and they were really, really bad. And also off of just how bad the ending of Naruto was, that people put their negative feelings towards the ending of Naruto over Boruto's series in general. And also around the bad rep that had when it came out, where Kishimoto got forced into doing Boruto and he did not want to do it. Okay, listen, I will play this for you guys, but no one's allowed to clip this. As a matter of fact, I don't trust any of you guys. Fuck you. I am not playing it. Yeah, you think I trust you guys now? Before I know it, that shit'll be clipped. Fine.
Yo, Big Jeets. The one and only. JB's not hot, never hot. Scrap! Skitty cat cat. Boom. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths. Everyday man's on the block. Smoke trees. See your girl in the park. That girl was an uckus. When the ting went quack quack quack, you man were ducking. Hold tight ass knee. He's got the pumpy. Hold tight my man. He's got the frisbee.
Oh god. Oh fuck. Fuck. Woo. You're pretty good, right? The stream was worth it. There you go. That was so. When did I do that? How long ago was that actually? This was in April of 2018. April 2018. So 3 years ago. uh OnlyFans coming? Yes. Yeah, that was unexpected. No one saw that coming. Oh, buddy. What things do I have here? Scrolling through the videos right now. I'm greater than Kendrick, you already know. Lyricism, off the charts. Copywriting, off the charts. What is this? Hold on, I need to. Hold on, I'm muting this audio. This desktop audio. I need to see what this is. This. Okay, I don't even know why I uploaded that. That's weird. Oh, actually, I remember I post this every once in a while, maybe once a year.
It's Harjundin on category when katakuri when katakuri's category.
That was me compiling a segment of when Sawyer kept changing the way he pronounced katakuri. And how he pronounces hydrogen.
It's Harjundin on category when katakuri's category.
Play the notorious Laz track. Oh, Laz. That's what I was actively memeing. Did I finish Yotsuba? I have not finished Yotsuba Sen. I'm about 12 chapters away. I haven't read it over the past week. So I'll just tell you what so I'm not at chapter 100 yet. I'm like at chapter 92, 93 maybe. Overall thoughts on Yotsuba so far are that it's adorable. It's very heartwarming. Although it's not scratching an itch that I need, that I thought I was going to get more earlier on in the series when it comes to Yotsuba's backstory, and like kind of more heartfelt moments. I kind of wanted more of those to like enjoy the series more, but it just keeps doing its own little side adventures that kind of just end, and it's just, happy feel good lucky. I would have loved if more of like that Miura stuff that happened at the beginning of the series happened more, and I wanted to learn more about how the dude came to find Yotsuba and why he says, Yotsuba's invincible, Yotsuba will always be okay. I wanted to see more of that because I felt like it was going somewhere. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, but so far that's how I feel. I've loved reading it though. Adorable. There was a point earlier on in the story, Sen, where characters kept asking where Yotsuba is from, and like how the dude came to be to adopt her and find her. And there is this dialogue, I forget what chapter it's from, but there is some dialogue where the father is like, Yotsuba's invincible, and it's like kind of like, oh, it's somber, and it feels like he's remembering back to something. But it's never expanded on. Like I wanted to see like that story play out. Yeah, I know it's an ongoing series send, but I'm talking about overall, like for like the story. I would love Yotsuba a lot more if it dealt more with kind of like that emotional stuff. But so far, it's been a great, happy, feel-good manga. Am I going to leave the stream up? It'll be on my second channel, which is in the description. Ever heard of Golden Kamuy? I have. I have heard of Golden. Yeah, gotcha. I agree. Like that one chapter of Yotsuba lying is my favorite one. That's a good chapter as well. Peace, it's been fun. I want more deep moments in Yotsuba. Yes, I would love some more heartfelt moments in Yotsuba. Because I felt like that series has a lot to give when it comes to that department. Like, I genuinely felt something in the beginning of the story when Yotsuba goes to the park with Miura and Enna, and Miura tells Yotsuba that her drawings suck, and she gets really, really sad and depressed. And like, there's this cool, heartwarming idea around where everyone else tries to cheer Yotsuba up because they realized they didn't want Yotsuba being sad. Like that, I really, really felt that. Like that got me. That got me. I wanted kind of like more stuff like that. I would have loved to have seen more stuff like that. What's up, Grammy? The plot point that the Flying Six were going to defeat a commander get dropped. Probably, yeah. Jumbo is GOAT. Dritz, how would you rate Ray Zero Season 2? I have not watched the final 2 episodes, but it's been a dumpster fire. Not sure if the final 2 episodes will change that. Well, I don't do One Piece reviews, JSOS, but I re-upload my VODs from streams onto that second channel because people wanted. What plot point would I like to see addressed the most post Wano? Well, as of right now, it's basically the kind of things we would expect, which is the Shank stuff, the Mihawk stuff, the fallout from the Reverie. That's interesting, depending on what happens with it. Dragon, obviously. Like the stuff that people want to see, but I want to see it done well. Jay would love Yotsuba, but he won't try it. Give him some time, Yak. Oh, give him some time, Wallace. Maybe somewhere along down the road, he'll give it a watch, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I plan to read Pun Pun at some point in time, Annabelle. High up on my list of things I want to read. But I believe that will be it for today's stream, at least. I'm going to go help my daddy teach him how to use a computer, since I just gave him my old desktop computer. So I will be getting off now. This stream will be uploaded onto my second channel probably within a few hours or so. For people that have not watched it, because I need it to finish downloading and I need to upload it, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But thank you guys for staying around, asking me questions, interacting. We'll talk next week. Probably at some point next week when the chapter comes